Good morning, everybody. It has been a while. Um, I'll explain why here in just a little bit, but we're now in the first week of June. A lot of things have changed. Um, so, yeah, I ended up having to buy a new GoPro, and I'll show you why here. Oh, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and run down here. I'll show you. So the other day, I've been thinking about this a lot, and you guys may have noticed. Every time I pass by this field down here, it was been limed, but nothing else had happened to it. Nothing else was going on, and I know it was getting late in the season for anybody to plant anything. So I did some digging, figured out who the owner was, reached out to him, and it's a gentleman that doesn't even live in the area. He just owns this piece and I think another piece on the other side of the county. But yeah, Mr. Jacob had leased this property, and then things happening the way they did. He ended up not leasing it, got his money back. I gave him his money back, no problem. But Jake had already put down the lime and whatnot. But this gentleman, he looked for somebody to lease it, was not able. Luckily, I gave him a call. So I'm actually leasing this piece of property right here. I think it's another 15, 16 acres. I can't really remember now. I have to look at my notes. But I went ahead and planted soybean in it. And you can see the soybean is up. So doing things this first year that I never had planned. But I think it'll work out. And so now, considering I've got this property and mine in soybeans, I'm going to have to look for some sort of storage. At first, when it was just mine, I felt like I would probably just sell it straight away. I know you don't really get a great return on that, but that's just what I was going to do. But now I think I'm going to look for, I don't know if I'm going to put up new or if I'm going to put up used. I think if I'm going to do it, I might as well just put up new. But a new bin, which means I'll have to get an auger, and obviously I'll have to get a truck. Well, I could hire somebody to truck it. So, but here's the oats. Yeah, this was already planted. Did a little bit of one of those just plug-in soil tests. It needs to be fertilized more, so it's about time that my agronomist guy back home, I'll get those prescriptions from him, and I'll see if I can get somebody to just come out and spray this. Have him probably spray this and maybe my corn as well. If not, I may just spread some granulars or something on the corn. But I might do, I'll take some soil samples of my grass fields and see what they need. Might do something there as well. But yeah. So anyways, I was telling y'all, doggone it, my brain sometimes. Anyways, trying to get fancy with all my camera stuff, and I thought, well, it'd be, I took some footage and I thought, man, there'll be a cool shot. I got a magnetic deal for my GoPro, and I stuck that thing under the cedar to show the shots of it getting planted and whatnot. And when I went to retrieve it, it wasn't there anymore. I have, to the best of my ability, looked most of this field over and could not find my GoPro. So it is probably sitting a few inches under the soil out there somewhere, which sucks. So that's one of the reasons why you haven't heard from me. After that happened, after getting this planted, come down with something. It was kind of like the flu and a stomach bug all combined, and it kind of kicked me in the hind end. So, um, so yeah, I was out of commission for a little bit, for almost 2 weeks there. But got me a new GoPro. Had it ordered. But in the meantime, I did have a guy come out and lay down some rock. We now have a driveway here. Oh yeah, there's the solar. We are completely on solar now. This does enough for what we need, certainly, in that little camper. This thing is the neatest thing. Most time arrays, you see them and they're just rigid and they point south and at a certain angle and try to soak up as much as the sun rays as possible. But this one here actually tracks the movement of the sun and moves to make sure it's getting the most it possibly can the entire day. So we've had a few rainy days. Luckily, there's enough battery banks in there to keep that camper going. Of course, we run mostly LED stuff, and it's not too hot yet to run the AC. So, and it's warm enough to not have to run the heat in it. So, just a heavy blanket or something at night on the bed, and I'm good to go. So, yeah, right now, doing a good job. So, well, like I said, we had the gravel poured back here, or laid back here, whatever. So this is a nice little kind of lot right here now. So, and soybeans finally come up. They're looking healthy. Now there are some weeds in there, so I'm going to have to probably lease that weeder from Tom back up there at the Tractor Supply and take care of those weeds. Corn's shot up even more. That's looking good. And then our grass is coming in up here, which is awesome. And I had them lay in a driveway up here as well. So I think this flows a little bit better for our use. Before, it probably served well coming straight across there, but here I got a weed, I got a pool there coming through the gravel. Yeah, so everything's looking good out here now. Coming up nicely. Looks like it has nice even coverage out here. So I am extremely happy. I got to do something. I don't know whether to pour something like a little bunker type deal, but I did work it out to get silage from Chris and John, and so I got to figure something out. I need to put it somewhere, but I don't really want to get wet or anything either, to feed the cows later on. So what I'm thinking, and I know we just planted this grass and it'd be a shame to do it. Don't really want the bin down there by the house. Right now, it's just going to have it's going to have a fan on it. So, well, the plan is to put a fan on it. That way we can dry stuff down a little bit. It won't be, a heated dryer or anything like that. I'm thinking about putting it down here, taking this corner, because it's kind of missed spots here anyway, and just putting in, maybe 10,000 bushel bin, and just kind of designate this area down here for the crops and whatnot. So, deer, a couple of deer. There's a reindeer up in the air. But next week, we are headed home, or back home. This is home now, back home. And I'm going to sell some cattle. Well, we're going to sort cattle. I'm going to sell some. Well, I'm going to sell a bunch. My son is going to buy some. Others were taken to market. And I think I'm going to bring maybe 15, 16 with me back over to here. And they're going to run in there. So I'm kind of excited about that. Been helping them out with the horses a little bit. Oh, where's the horses? Take off with them? Oh, there's the truck. They may have them out riding somewhere. They've kind of hit a stalemate. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I talked to them, see what's going on with their garage out there, and I don't know if there's something going on between them and the builder. Not real for sure. So hopefully they'll get that resolved. But yeah, anyways, I just want to come on here, kind of a quick little deal, kind of give you guys some updates. I think we're not really doing a whole lot right now. I do need to do some weeding out there, but I'll probably have a week or two left to get that done. So, but yeah, next week I mowed the yard. Still got to do some weed eating. But yeah, next week we're going to head home. I'm definitely going to take you guys with us. You'll have to see all the head of cattle I've got back home. So I'm definitely going to take that money. Not for sure what I'm going to do. Obviously, we still got the house to build. And I think we finally came up with a plan. Thought we had one earlier. But then I keep looking at stuff. I just don't walk away. And it's kind of a log house that we may end up putting in here. Down here, I'm telling you, there's a lot of log home builders, even manufacturer down here around these areas. And so I'm going to take advantage of that. I think I'm going to put up kind of a log house out there. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching. And not a whole lot going on today. I just kind of wanted to give you an update. But next week, yeah, we're headed back home. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for being here. You helped me keep going. And I apologize for kind of being out of pocket for the last little bit. But anyways, you guys take care. Have a good one.